How would you define production? I know the context around this has been quite a few discussions, but like, how would you define that?
Yeah, so to me, a production environment is you have systems talking to systems. There's rarely or no human intervention. So mostly for us, our production environment is pipelines, loading data, processing data, and outputting it again. So we have GitLab CI/CD pipelines that deploy those pipelines to the production environments. And also the users of production. So normal users will only be able to read from production, but never write to or edit production. We sometimes, obviously, every now and again, we have data quality issues, but then you would need to intervene, but it'll always be, two people checking up on each other, buddying up, and then figuring out exactly what the problem is, and then they'll go and change it in production. But yeah, no, it's a sacred environment. You don't just go and chop and change in there. It's systems talking to systems. There's no humans in the loop there. It's end-to-end automated.
Why is that?
Because humans make mistakes.
Great answer.
It's as easy as that. We don't want to make mistakes, and even, if you're a cautious person, and this is also the discussion about, should Excel spreadsheets be in big data systems, it's it's difficult to get away from them, and humans do make mistakes. Whether it's, my keyboard shorting when I hit 0 and it adds 2 zeros, or whether I make a little typo and don't realize it, at some point you probably will introduce an error. And just with having these pipelines in code being reviewed and checked by multiple people before they're deployed, with all of their automated checks and balances in place, you just make sure that the quality of the data you're getting through those pipelines are just way better. If I go and click upload CSV and I say, to check the schema, okay, then let's go, and I say, okay, cool, your data is in the cloud. That's not really comparable to something loading the file, checking that the encoding of the file is correct, checking that the schema of the file is correct, checking whether all of the rows are there that was extracted, and then loading that in, and then checking again whether everything is still there. Those are two different things. So loading the CSV is cool because, we can get to value, we can get an idea of what's going on. But having something that needs to run every single day
in a live system
that's, adding business value as well, and people looking at the data, then you don't want someone clicking the button and loading a CSV.
Changing something.
No, then you need to make sure that you have robust pipelines in place that people can trust.